So the next thing we'll do is our transmission. And if you're new to the transmissions, I'll just take a minute to kind of briefly introduce what's going to take place. So we're going to go into a meditation together. And the way I understand these meditations is we're creating a quantum field of coherent energy in which we're all working in consciousness. And there'll be various elements of higher level consciousness, such as the Syrians or sometimes other beings, that will come and be part of the collective experience. So it's like we're crossing a bridge into the quantum world. We're meeting in that space, if you will, in a quantum way. And we're creating this space together to receive the transmission and to support each other in receiving the transmission. So it's really kind of like a healing time. It's a teaching time. It's an integration time. And the transmissions are focused around the essence of the theme of the transmission. So this transmission is all about unity with the soul. And we've talked about how the soul is much more complex in structure than the simple force of consciousness living in our body. It's actually a whole field of consciousness that has memory of many incarnations. And it has a whole repertoire of experiences that are pertinent, are very important. And that as we go through the ascension journey, things are happening right now where we're opening up this doorway in a more profound way and beginning to connect with this aspect of ourselves and even levels of consciousness beyond what we would call the soul or the quantum DNA structure that we talk about as the 24th chromosome. And so in this experience tonight, it's really a transmission that's focused on helping each one of us walk through that transition with greater ease and grace and coherence. It's really a transmission of healing and deep integration. So that's kind of what will happen. And the way this unfolds is as we go into the meditation, I'll start to see energetic things in my third eye. And I'm kind of like a reporter. I'll just explain what I'm seeing energetically. And sometimes you'll have mirroring experiences, or you may be having a very different experience. Sometimes you'll get sleepy and you'll stop listening and feel like you've fallen asleep. All of these things are really appropriate. There's no right or wrong. It's a process that will be really guided by your soul, and it'll be perfect for your own soul's purpose. And so we'll go along together, we'll go through the transmission. And then at some point in the transmission, the Syrians will usually come in and deliver a message. They've done it every time so far. So there's a channel part to the transmission that will happen along the way. And so the whole thing will take about maybe 40 minutes or so is the usual time frame. So just so you understand what's about to happen if you're new. So let's all make ourselves comfortable at this point. You can either lay down or you can sit in a comfortable position, but just take a moment now to make yourself as comfortable as you can. Sit upright or in a relaxed way. Just let your body begin to relax. Take a nice big breath into your body. Breathe in. And exhale. And with the exhale, just imagine you're letting go of any tension in your body, any restriction or tightness. Just let your body kind of melt into the experience at hand. Take another breath in, nice big breath. And exhale. Breathe in and out. Just let yourself sink into the rhythm of your breathing. Nice natural way. Let your body relax. Feel completely at ease. we'll take a moment here just to be grateful. There's so many things happening these days on the planet. It's easy to lose sight of grace and blessing and the positive transformation that's taking place underneath the surface. And as we're all in this space together, holding each other supportively, hand to hand, we'll just take a minute to be grateful for all the blessings, the knowledge, the energy, the information, the support that we each receive in a myriad of ways. And together in this way as a family. And just let yourself really feel that blessing in your heart. And as we ease into the space of the transmission, I'm beginning to feel a very powerful energy that's spiraling down around. It's as if the energy is coming from above, spiraling down around our physical bodies, like a little vortex or a whirlwind of energy. And as it spins down, it's like our whole body is engulfed by the energy. It's moving fast, but it's still very harmonious. It's a beautiful vibration. And it feels as if our body is being lifted, not physically, but in vibration and in energetic space. And just allow yourself to attune to this energy as it touches you in a personal way. And as the energy is working with us, it begins to spin through our body. You can feel it moving into your physical body and the energy fields that are part of your human body. The etheric body, the emotional body, the mental body. The energy is sweeping through each one of these spaces, and you can feel as the energy is touching each one of them, the vibration within them is being affected. You can feel it being lifted as if it's vibrating faster. And we're just going to allow a moment here for the energy to work, to let our physical bodies and our collective bodies move in resonance with the energy. And you can feel it's adding a dimension of coherence within your body. Your heart rate begins to slow, your breathing slows. And as the energy seems to move faster, you become more relaxed. It creates a field, an environment in which you're supported. There's a beautiful sense of vitality and life that's flowing in with the energy. Just let your body absorb it. Let your body be charged by this energy space. And energetically, we're taking a little time for this process because the energy is working very strongly with us to help lift the elements of our body and our personality and energy into this higher space. Just let your body surrender to it, melt into it. And we begin to see a channel of light through the crown chakra that looks like a golden helix or a double helix strand, like a DNA strand. And it merges with the shell of energy around your body. And the energy field around you is expanding. As the energy is spinning, the energy within you is building, and it's creating a beautiful space of energy that extends around your body for several feet in all directions. And you're sitting in this buoyant, beautiful field of really high vibrational energy. Vibrations of pink and crimson and burgundy, flashes of green, really beautiful colors flowing through the energy space. And this helix of energy, this strand of energy above you, is a connection between your physical body, your current incarnation, and your soul. And this helix begins to vibrate, and there's a beautiful energy expansion that begins to occur. And it's almost like the helix begins to open up. The strands move in such a way they're wider apart. And there's a beautiful field of energy in between the strands. And this energy is expanding, becoming brighter. And I'm being shown that it's as if in consciousness we are being lifted, our point of attention is being lifted through the helix, through the strand of energy above our crown. And as we move into the space, the energy takes a different form, and it's as if we're sitting in the center of a circle. So just imagine yourself in the middle of a circle. And as you look out around you, there's an array of beings. And the energy of this beings, it's like it's on a carousel and it's spinning. And you can get a sense that there are human beings. They look like human beings, but they're different kinds. There's males, there's females, there's different cultures, different colors, different races. And as you look forward at each of these beings, they're spinning in a circle. They're moving a little bit fast, so it's hard to focus or have a detailed look at any one of them. But slowly the energy begins to settle down. And in your mind's eye, you're looking forward and you see a face. And if you can't see a face, you will feel it. You will feel an energy looking upon you. And you'll feel an energy radiating from this being that you are looking at. And you'll know in an innate way that this being represents an incarnation that is intimately connected to your own soul's design. And if you see a face, look into the eyes of this person. And if you feel but don't see, just let yourself receive the energy being transmitted. What do you feel? Do you feel love, understanding, knowledge, concern? Just let yourself feel the energy that's being radiated. And the energy in the circle around you begins to spin. very gently, and you bow your head as you allow the connection with the person you were looking at to dissolve. And the circle stops again. And before you is another being, a different face, a different body. And just in your mind's eye, look at this being or feel the energy from this being. What do you see or what do you feel? Who is this person and how are they connected to you? What's the story they would tell of their life? How is that story part of your story? What is the influence upon you? And then you bow your head, acknowledging your connection with this person. And the circle begins to spin again. And as the energy around you moves, begins to circle a little faster, and then it begins to settle down. And once again, you find yourself making a connection with another being. And if you see, just look at the face of the person you see. And if you feel, just let yourself feel the energy that's radiating from this person in the experience. Let yourself see or feel. And again, what do you feel? What do you see from this person? Is there a message for you? If they could share an idea or a thought, what would it be? What do you hear in your mind's ear? Once again, you bow your head and you just acknowledge the connection, this moment of connection with the consciousness of this being that you're with. And then you close your eyes and go inside the space of consciousness sitting in the middle of this circle. And the energy in the circle continues to spin like it's rotating around. And as this happens in consciousness, it's as if you rise above the circle and you're lifting in energy. It's like your consciousness is floating above the experience. And from this higher place, you look down and you can see this beautiful mosaic of energy. And although you don't see the form of beings, you see a structure of light. It's a beautiful geometry. Just let it take the form it would like to take in your mind's eye or in your imagination. And as you look at the structure, you can see there are elements of consciousness, vibration, energy that are unique and somehow woven together. They're distinct, but they're part of a common mosaic. And you know in your heart, they're facets, expressions, experiences of your soul. Each one of these encounters is a divine moment. It's a soul encounter with itself through the lens of independent experiences. And in this space of meeting, there is a union that takes place. The consciousness of who you are and the consciousness of who you encounter become aware of their unity. They are individual expressions of a common force of consciousness. And although these words are lofty or mystical in some way, they make sense. It's as if the mind is ready to receive and understand or cognize the essence of these words. And you begin to understand that all of these expressions, as magnificent as they may be in their own right and individually, are but a facet of a much greater consciousness, a being that exists transcendent to every single individual experience. And you feel yourself energetically melting into the truth of those words. For a moment, you lose your identity. You let go of your familiarity with your body, with your earthly experience, and you merge into the energy of your soul's nature. And as you do this, you feel the energy. You feel the energy of your soul. Like water moving through the soil, you can feel the energy of your soul flowing through your being. And you sink into the reality of your soul's energy and your soul's nature, just for a moment. And as you find yourself immersed in this experience and in this space, I can see an array of light beings that begin to descend as if they're forming a circle around each one of us individually and collectively. And we recognize the beautiful blue-white light of the Syrian beings as they join us in this way and in this space. And as they look upon us, you can feel the love, the energy, the radiation, the intensity of high vibrational energy that seems to just shine off these beings. And it washes over you like a wave of love. and it sinks into you to support you in your experience. And you find yourself settling deeper and deeper into this beautiful floating energy of your soul. And for a moment, as you immerse yourself in this experience, you forget about your life, your worries, your identity. You take a moment to be with yourself at the level of vibration where you exist, above and beyond any physical concern or reality. And as you identify with yourself in this space, you begin to feel a beautiful peace, a beautiful place of presence. And you begin to understand that you are identifying with yourself at a level of vibration that is transcendent to the 3D world. But it is you. The energy you feel around you, the light you feel within you, the buoyancy you feel in your body is you. And as we immerse ourselves in the energy of this space, the Syrian beings step forward to communicate. And they say, "Dearest beings of soul, we celebrate your journey. We are delighted with the ease and sincerity with which you move into this energetic space. The days of ascension are fast upon you. And they hold a powerful influence on the process of your becoming. But it is your openness, your willingness to participate and ride into spaces of higher vibrational consciousness and energy that will most support you in the journey of the days ahead. You see, in this transmission, we have encouraged you to enter into the space of your soul. You may say you are swimming in the quantum energy of your own sacred space. Around you is the series of manifestations, lifetimes which you have known and experienced, encountered and lived. They have all contributed to the energy and consciousness patterning of your soul's expression. They are journeys you have taken, and yet none of them define the totality of who you are. Because, dear ones, you exist transcendent to each and every one of these experiences, as a solar being. Your soul has a purpose for the incarnations it chooses, and they are intimately related to your soul's design. In the eyes of the Creator, every being holds potential and promise. In expressions of your soul, you attempt to match this vibration through the journey of your experiences. And this, dear ones, can be challenging in the world of form. However, each experience allows you to embody more light, more wisdom, and more understanding. And this, dear ones, allows you to embody greater and greater quotients of light as you step into the world of form. You identify yourselves as old souls. An old soul is a multi-incarnational soul being who has developed the capacity to carry great light and great consciousness into form if they so choose. But we emphasize the choice, because you see, dear ones, in the land of free will, everything must honor the law and the rule of chosen incarnation. And so you are presented with the opportunity to choose, and choose you do. And we can see by the facility with which you enter into such experiences that you have chosen the path of ascension. And we simplify this by telling you it is the process of embodying light. You are each learning to embody greater and greater aspects, quotients, patterns, mosaics, templates, and potentials of light manifestation. And in this light is the phenomenal force of the Creator's grace and cosmic love. As you move forward in the days ahead, you will have greater access to alternate incarnational experiences. These are not meant to distract you. They are meant to empower you. For none of them define you, just as this incarnation does not define you fully. They're aspects of a crystalline consciousness, which is threaded by the light of your soul through every element in manifest form. Your truer nature resides in the consciousness that animates each and every one of these experiences. And it is in this space that you find yourself sitting in this transmission, in the energy of your soul, in the middle of your being. As you pause to take a moment of consciousness in the nature of this experience, you can feel the intensity of love, power, strength, innate wisdom, peace, acceptance, faith, promise. You feel the energy of that which is possible, And we say to you, dear ones, you feel the energy of that which is to come. Every cell in your body is excited by the knowledge of what is happening on the planet. And you are invited day by day, moment by moment, to remember the power you hold in the soul of your being. From this magical place of center, you have the power to find peace. It is a peace that transcends any human experience. In this space, you have the power to heal. It is a healing that transcends third dimensional healing. In this space, you have the power to dream. To dream is to open your mind to an experience that is not yet manifest. But in holding the dream in your inspired mind's eye, you help draw the energy in form for the experience. And as you begin to learn to work with the Creator Light in the ways we will teach, you will understand that you have the power to build a world of beauty, reverence, kindness, and grace. Be patient, dear ones, but do not be uninspired. For we say to you, heart to heart, we understand the challenge of these times, but they are transient, and in your heart you know that to be true. For they are remodeling the foundation to provide the network for building that which is to come in the days ahead. Do not be dismayed by the nature of this transition. For in relative sense, as an energy of deconstruction, it is quite gentle and filled with grace. But things must change for your world to evolve, and the time, dear ones, is at hand. Sink deeply into the space of your soul's being. From this place of meditative experience, receive the inspiration to support you in your life and in your dreams. Allow yourself to be nurtured and coddled and loved with intensity in this sacred space within you, until you find the energy within your body to be vibrant with life and promise and love. There is no mountain you cannot climb. There is no ocean you cannot cross. There is no obstacle greater than the magnificence of your illuminated spirit. And we say to you, dear ones, to breathe, for this time is at hand. And I can see the Syrian beings gently pulling back. And they bow their heads. As they remind us of their closing in each transmission through the light of the eternal Sun. Together with you, we are one. And the energy of the Syrians dissipates as if it's floating above. And each one of us is left sitting in the energy of our own soul's cocoon. And we just take a moment here to acknowledge this space of energy. Register it in your mind as a place of vibration to which you can return whenever you so choose. Feel the energy of who you are. Feel the light. Feel the love inside you. This is your nature. This is your essence. Let it remind you constantly of who you are. And in consciousness, we begin to gently drift back down through the helix of energy into the crown of our body. You feel your energy kind of seeping back into your physical body. Your body is enlivened by this energy. And interestingly, as we come back into our physical body, we are aware that we have brought with us a little more light, a little more love, a little more wisdom, a little more knowledge, a little more grace. As the energy of this experience washes down into our body, we are forever altered by the integration of these things. Soul to soul, I celebrate each and every one of you for your courage, your dedication, your open-mindedness, the beauty of your heart. Just allow your energy to quicken in your body. You can begin to move your physical body in any way you need to integrate the energy. You can stretch or breathe. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your nose, and gently just allow your energy to really move back into your body. And at this point, if you want to stay in this space of meditation in your body in this way, I invite you to do so. Just let yourself really be at peace, at ease, relaxed into the space. And if people want to come back more fully into their body, they can do so. And I'll just stay with you online for a little while if people want to make comments or share experiences. So just a very special thank you to each and every one of you. And from a heart full of love, I shine to you, shine on you. I'm really grateful for your presence and your support and for participating in this amazing journey we're taking together. So have a beautiful evening and week and month ahead, and hopefully we'll see you back here in December on the 10th for the next transmission. So sweet dreams, everybody. Have a beautiful sleep and a beautiful night. Thanks from everybody all over the world. Love you all.